Hi, everyone. It's Justin Lowry, President and Chief Investment Officer of Global Data Advisors. And I'm here to talk to you today about a company that we really like, and that's 26 Inc. So 26 Inc. is a company that derives most of its business from the optoelectronics industry. And optoelectronics is a key component in the development and manufacturing of smartphones and tablets, as well as LED lighting, solar energy, and modern day medical equipment. And so when we consider all of those things that I mentioned, those are things that are important parts. We found to be important parts of our lives over the past year. The need for virtual communication, the need for modern day medical equipment to solve not just pandemics, but really kind of improve the healthcare system at large. And we also found the need for more energy efficiency. That's become an extremely important theme. And I don't think that those themes are going to fade away with the conclusion of the pandemic. I think that certainly there will be behavior modifications that happen. There's going to be a higher demand for technological efficiencies. We've seen that over the past 20, 30 years. I mean, things kind of evolve over time. There's demand for certain things. I don't think that anyone thought that cell phones had the capability of doing what they can do right now. So we think that there's a lot of evolution happening in the space, and optoelectronics is a big part of the development of that. So there's going to be, in our opinion, a lot of demand for that. So to give you kind of an illustration of what I'm talking about, what kind of growth we saw in the space, what kind of growth we saw in 26. I'm going to share here a graph. There it is. So you can see 31.5% growth in the industry, but you look at the market share growth for all the companies in the industry, 26 grew its market share by 180% year over year through December. It more than tripled the next largest grower, which is pretty remarkable for an industry that's growing that much, and for a company that's growing that much. That's pretty significant. And so when you consider that it grew 180%, it grew 180% and is now almost a quarter of the industry. And again, to put that into context, the second and third largest companies by market share don't even equate to 26's market share. So we like the growth prospects it's been demonstrating. We like the industry it's in, and certainly it's got a stranglehold on the industry. So growth prospects are there. We like that. Then when we look at the valuation, what are we looking at in terms of valuation? So as of the end of March, it was trading at a price to sales multiple of around 2.7 with operating margins of about 21%. So when we consider the growth rate, the growth prospects, the valuation, the margins, in our estimation, the company will probably have to grow its revenues by about 14% a year for the next decade to really kind of justify its multiple. Now, given its amazing growth over the past year, we think that benchmark is very attainable. Now, do we think that the company is going to grow by the amount it did over the past year? Probably not, but certainly the trajectory is there, the trend is there, kind of the industry has the demand for that. So we certainly believe that it can achieve in an excess of 14% annualized growth rate over the next decade, considering those factors. And just to give you an understanding, we're a quantitatively driven investment company, so we make our investment decisions on fundamental data. We want the fundamental data to show us what's happening in terms of industry trends, what's happening on a company by company basis, and we make our investment decisions based on that. We don't make our investment decisions on the idea of something happening or the idea of an industry kind of being revolutionary. We have our own thoughts and opinions around it, but it's quantitatively driven. We want to see the data show us what's happening, where are we going. And so for those reasons, that's why we like 26. And 26 actually just recently made an acquisition of Coherent Inc. And we think that's just going to further broaden out its stranglehold on the industry and really kind of ramp up its capacity on a global basis. So again, we really like 2.6. We think it's a good entry point right now, and it'll be interesting to see how it evolves. Now, if you have any questions or would like to reach out, please reach out on any one of our social media handles, LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, or you can reach out to us on our website, globalbetaetf.com. Thanks, everyone, and have a great day.